Well, hello. This is Eddie G's Music World, trying out my microphone that I didn't have for a few months or years because it was kind of pushed away in another room, and I just found it. So part of what I'm doing is to see how the quality is of the microphone, and to discuss a show I went to, 9 Inch Nails. This is like 2 days ago in Montreal. So we go to the show, me and Terry, and the seats, it says some kind of obscurity, like obscured, like you can't see the stage clearly. And we didn't know where the stage was because there was one on the left, one in the middle, and one on the right. So we're confused. Like the middle one, it was kind of blocked, like there was like this curtain, and no, the main one was like a curtain, and the middle one, it was facing the other way, and we could only see the back of it. But that's because it was covered, and they hadn't just opened up everything yet. So I thought we were really going to miss the show, and we were only going to see the back of the show. But then they did do the curtain rising, and then they also made the stage in the middle more clear. So then an opening act comes on. I forget his name, is a DJ or something. We thought, let's see if it sounds different. I'll hold it. Look at my microphone. We thought that the opening act was actually part of the 9 Inch Nails concert, because we're seeing a guy playing, and the announcement of the show before the show was that there's no, like, it starts at 8. Like, they didn't mention an opening act. So I thought we'd be lucky enough to just go right into the show and watch it, because this guy on one side could have been part of the band. I didn't know. And then after the longest opening act, about an hour, then the opening act stopped. And there was a lot of mood music, a lot of spooky, eerie, kind of like down type of sound, like kind of moody. But we waited, and then at some point the show did start, and I was amazed by the clarity of the sound. The lights were very vivid as well. They gave us some good clarity of seeing the band, with a lot of special effects. And I knew about 5 songs, maybe 4, like Hurt, and had like a hole in about 3 other ones. The one about the animal. I don't want to say the bad word. F you like an animal. But so that wasn't an issue. The show itself was just very good, constant thud and pounding and beat that they have. They have a way of having a theme of intense thumping from A to Z. Like, the show starts, and it's never any break in the action. It's always like heavy pounding, which is extremely interesting to hear. I was impressed by the fact that they kept the flow of the show going very well. So there was a mosh pit in the front, and then from there was seating behind the mosh pit. But we got section 211 because it was $111, and I'm trying not to spend too much money, so I took those. So we kind of were the seats were not prime, but they weren't 400 on the floor. They were $111 in section 211. So, save the money. But when it comes to money, I'm really starting to realize nothing is reasonable anymore. Everything is out of control. So, when I realize I'm going to be getting pensions and money coming in from the government of $2,000 to $300, $2,300 about, I said, I'm set. That's enough to cover all my bills, all my expenses, everything. But no, that $2,300 is about a third of what I spend. So I'm taking money that I invested and spending it on all kinds of crazy stuff that I can't stop. But getting back to the review, I would say it's out of 10, 7.5 out of 10. There wasn't really anything wrong with it. It's exactly what I expected. It probably should get more. I don't know why I wouldn't give it a 9 or something, but maybe because it wasn't exactly perfect, but it was like very good. So excellent or almost perfect. So maybe an 8. Doesn't really matter. So I would say if you ever get a chance to see Nine Inch Nails in your future, go to see them if you like that kind of intense music. I do. So I went. The next show is The Offspring. I'm looking forward to it because they seem to be a little bigger band. It's almost sold out. It's pretty much sold out. The only thing I don't like about what I saw live from The Offspring is the fact that when they did Give It To Me, Baby, Pretty Fly for a White Guy, the vocals were definitely lacking clarity. It was like maybe they just did a lower end version of the song. They couldn't do whatever the producer did in the studio to make it sound as good as the studio. And the women go, "Give It To Me, Baby." They weren't there, so they had to pipe that in, which is fine. I don't expect a band like The Offspring to pay a couple of women to do one tiny part. Is kind of expensive. What else was it? There was also a thing, "Gone Away," which is one of my favorite songs from The Offspring. They start off with a kind of a piano for half or 2/3 of the song, and then they switch. They throw another 90 seconds or 2 minutes of actual harder rock to round out the song. So this is what I will see Saturday night in Montreal. I'll see what it is that it sounds like. It could be great. It could be lacking in certain areas. I'm on the floor, but behind the mosh pit again. Because at my age, mosh pitting is not. Oh, by the way, say hi to Muffin. Muffin, Muffin. Yeah, she's looking. She's looking, Muffin. She loves being on the camera in front of nobody. But she's enjoying the whole experience. So, anyway, this was just kind of a little drop in and do a show, and inform you about the Nine Inch Nails show I saw and the Offspring show I will see in a couple of days. So it's Eddie G's Music World for February 19th, 2026. Signing off and talk to you later. Bye bye.